I wonder if you've seen this very sensitive and emotional speech. I'm going to play it now.
In my statement issued last Friday, I made no reference to the use of data by my family. As a parent, I wanted to protect my family from being part of the political and media scrutiny associated with this, something I believe any parent would want to do. I am a father first and foremost. I can see now that it's just not possible to explain the data usage without explaining their role. Presiding Officer, the simple truth is they were watching football matches. On Tuesday, I told the First Minister that members of my family had made use of the iPad data, and yesterday evening I provided him with a full account of the matter and of my intention to inform Parliament. Presiding Officer, disclosing this information about my family has been extremely difficult. Mistakes have been made by me and by my family, and mistakes have been made in the way in which I've handled this. I should have sorted the SIM card. I should have investigated what happened more thoroughly. I accept that, take responsibility, and I apologise unreservedly. That is why the costs have now been fully reimbursed to Parliament.
I'm sure there'll be those in all parts of the country who will want to excoriate the Health Secretary in Scotland, Michael Matheson. But I think there should be an equal number of voices, and perhaps a rising number of voices, who want to congratulate him on leading with dignity the rise for dignity, on the rise of dignity in public office, because that was a dignified explanation and a dignified apology and the right thing to do. I think from the very beginning he should have offered all the money back, but I also think there is no reason to say that his family behaved badly. I think his family behave as his children behaved as children behave. And I would certainly have turned to people who are younger than me to sort out my iPhone, my iPad. I don't have an iPad. I wouldn't know where to begin with an iPad, and I've never really seen the point of an iPad. I have enough difficulty with a phone, and I try to have as few apps on the phone as possible, and I get questioned, why don't you have an app for your bank on your phone? So the bank, well, I don't want one, because I find all these apps encourage some sort of mischief making. And having had my Instagram taken over once or twice, having had my Facebook taken over once or twice, I don't want any more takeovers, and I certainly don't want to challenge fraudsters to try and attack my phone. My phone is functional, and that is all it is. And I praise the fact that, that from a phone point of view, I am a little bit of a Luddite. And I think Mr. Matheson has done the right thing. And I don't think there's any reason for him having to explain really much more. He gave an explanation to the First Minister. And I think it's quite right that his family is not dragged into political and media scrutiny. And I think his line, "I'm a father first and foremost," is by far the most telling line in his defence. It's a sad story, and I think it also says something about the way in which football has been promoted to a point where it's become a sort of overwhelming obsession. So much so that children can assume that everybody supports a football team. It's not actually true. It's not actually true. And it's about time. It's about time people explained that actually football doesn't dominate everybody's life. What dominates people's lives is the necessity to be kind. And this was a demonstration of kindness at its best, not only by the health minister, but also I think by the First Minister, who said that who said there was no reason for Mr. Matheson to pay the £11,000 bill. Mr. Matheson volunteered that, and I think that's, if only we had that level of humanity and that level of honesty and that level of dignity down in Westminster. If only.